For 292 laps, it looked over. Done. Finished. Then one call, one decision flipped everything. And suddenly, Chase Elliott wasn't chasing anymore. He was taking control. This wasn't just a win. This was a masterclass in leadership, timing, and pressure. At Martinsville, Denny Hamlin dominated early, leading nearly the entire race from the pole. Elliott started 10th, stayed quiet most of the day, not the fastest car. Then came the turning point. Crew chief Gustafson made a bold early pit call. That strategy vaulted the number 9 car to the front. Elliott took over late, leading the final stretch to secure his first win of the season. And just like that, Hendrick Motorsports is back on top. This win didn't happen in a vacuum. Hendrick Motorsports came into this season struggling, no wins through 6 races. Chevrolet teams overall were behind the curve. New car setups, new adjustments, nothing was clicking. And in NASCAR, slow starts can spiral fast, but here's where it gets deeper. Before the race, team owner Rick Hendrick made a call, not to complain, not to pressure, to remind the team this season is a marathon. That message matters inside a garage, because pressure can crack teams early, especially ones expected to win. Instead, Hendrick kept them grounded, focused, calm, and when the moment came, they executed. Now this win changes everything. Momentum shifts, confidence returns, and most importantly, they're locked into playoff contention early. Let's break down why this win is bigger than it looks. Because on paper, Elliott didn't have the best car. In fact, analytics ranked him around 6th in raw speed. So how did he win? Strategy, timing, execution. That pit call by Gustafson wasn't safe, it was aggressive. Pitting early means risking track position. It means betting on clean air and perfect timing. But at Martinsville, track position is everything. Once Elliott got out front, the race changed. Now flip it to the competition. Hamlin dominated but couldn't close. That's the brutal truth of NASCAR. You can lead 90% of the race and still lose it in one sequence. Hendrick understood that window and attacked it. Now let's talk leadership. Rick Hendrick's role here is subtle but critical. Great owners don't just fund teams, they control emotional temperature. And Hendrick has a history of doing exactly that. He's been intense when needed, he's been brutally honest when necessary. But this time, he chose calm confidence. That's experience. Because when a team is pressing too hard, sometimes the smartest move is to take pressure off. And that's exactly what happened here. Now zoom out. This win signals that Hendrick Motorsports is adjusting. They've figured something out with this new setup, and if that's true, the rest of the garage just got a warning shot. Because when Hendrick finds speed, they don't just win once, they stack wins. Fans are fired up, but split. Some are celebrating Elliott finally breaking through early in the season. Others are looking at Hamlin and saying, how do you dominate like that and still lose? Media coverage is leaning towards strategy. This wasn't luck. This was a calculated move that paid off. And the bigger takeaway? Hendrick Motorsports might be back sooner than expected. This win unlocks everything. Elliott builds momentum. Hendrick finds consistency across all cars. And suddenly, they're not just contenders. They're the team to beat again. This was a one-off. The strategy worked once, but underlying speed issues remain. And if they don't fix those, they fall back into inconsistency while rivals pull ahead. Because one win doesn't fix a season, unless it leads to something bigger. So here's the question. Was this a turning point for Hendrick Motorsports or just a perfectly timed steal at Martinsville? Did they outsmart the field or expose a bigger weakness in the competition? Drop your take in the comments. And if you want real breakdowns of the biggest moments in NASCAR, make sure you're locked in with SportsWire USA.